So I grew up farming with my mom and dad. I'm a sixth generation to be farming, so that's pretty awesome. Corn and soybean operation. My dad was a full-time accountant as he farmed. It's farming. It's in the blood. When you do it, it sticks with you when you like it.
I'm a fourth generation, one removed. So I grew up working with my grandfather, which always meant a lot to me. Learning from them, it was a much smaller scale than what we are at right now. But it was just that passion to work on the land and be a part of agriculture.
Me and Dave grew up together, buddies ever since we were little tykes. And he worked full-time as a mechanic, and he helped us on the side nights and weekends, and my dad wanted to slow down. So 2012, we started Endurance Farms, and my dad, semi-retired, still helps us drive tractor and all that stuff, just has more fun now.
We align very well. Our strengths and our weaknesses in each of us kind of come out in the other one. The marketing, I tend to take the lead on it, and then anything I think could be brought to the table, I bounce off of Tom. If the other person would happen to disagree, which it doesn't happen very often, we just tend to take a 50% on it. You know, if you want to try a new fertilizer practice, or you want to try a new tillage practice, something like that, if the other one is kind of on the fence and doesn't like that, we just try it on a small base of what we operate.
So Dave plants all the corn. I'm B squad when it comes to planting corn. If I got to get in there, I will. That's fine. But others, I'm spraying, I'm running around tending seed, keeping people moving, looking at fields. So everyone has a role. They know what's going on, but we can also fill in for each other, which is huge.
So Tom and Dave were a legacy client with Compeer Financial. We had worked with their dad in previous years beforehand, and so I had assumed the account from the previous financial officer, and worked with them on a couple of real estate deals my first year with them. And then we worked on several other operating term notes and renewals with our credit officer, and then obviously worked with Randy McCabe on some of the insurance.
Every client that we sit down with, we do really want to focus on what their goals are for their operation, and then tailor that product or the program to fit their needs. We're asking questions of, how's planting going, what the conditions are like, if they need anything from Compeer at the time to help support their operation while they're out in the field.
So at Compeer, we benchmark our grain and dairy clients. It's all confidential, but it compares you to your peers, right? How much money did you make per acre? What's your real estate debt per acre? What's your machinery cost per acre? What's your working capital per acre? We break it down in a way that makes sense for farmers. It hits home for them. It provides a lot of transparency.
I've been happy with Compeer from the get-go. I got no complaints. If you go to a local bank, they're banking for everyone. You want somebody that knows your business as well as you do, and hopefully even better. So you try to work with the right people, and they're the right people for us.
Yeah, Tom and Dave are really great partners to work with, and they have a mutual respect between themselves. And I think that's the value that Compeer brings to them, is they're looking for a trusted partner, and they see that in their Compeer team.
The future here, you see there's young kids here too. I'm excited to see what the next generation potentially looks like, where they grow.
That could be a transition plan down the road. Who knows? I got 3 boys and a girl that someday found a farm. That's great. Hopefully they want to. If they don't want to, that's fine too. So that'll be part of it. Same with they want to buy their first home. Compeer does that. It's more than just farming. It's life in general.
I have a 17-year-old daughter, a 16-year-old daughter, and a 10-year-old son. If they want to be part of this farm, they can be a part of this farm. If not, I hope they are very successful in whatever they do.
Oh, you take pride in the relationship, right? You take a little bit of ownership of it. You want to see them succeed. You want to continue that relationship. You take pride in watching them be successful because you feel like you had some little piece of that.
We're always watching the weather, checking on them if there's any storms that come about. Following up with them to see if we need to report anything on the crop insurance sector.
One partner every season in this operation to me means that we're showing up multiple times a year in this operation to help guide them. And we're trying to be their main partner, right? So we're showing up and we're their partner.
Compeer is a team of people you're going to work with. It's not just one person, and they're in for the long haul. They're not looking for a quick loan and then not see anymore. It's the relationship. Relationships are important.